When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it?
What do you think this demonstration is going to achieve?
Hopefully it'll show that there's like widespread public opinion against nuclear weapons. That's what I reckon.
I just think it will show that a lot of people are willing for the troops to come out of Iraq and stuff. So if the politicians and things can see that, like, as a big community, that we all want it to happen, then maybe it will prove to them that this is what they should do.
How could the government have tried to solve the problems in Iraq better?
Well, first of all, by not supporting Bush in the first place. I mean, surely Blair has his own ideology. He's mentioned that in the paper. I mean, in the Times just yesterday, he mentioned that he's not going to attack Iran, and hopefully he might have had the brains to do so with the Iraq as well.
They kind of went in and, you know, brought out Saddam Hussein, which was good, but then they just kind of tried to impose their own beliefs onto the country, and now as a result, everyone's suffering, and there are more casualties than there were when Saddam Hussein was there, so...
Because I think the war was not worth it, and I think the government should concentrate on other things, not the war.
Tell them, go out and love your brothers and sisters, all of them. We could be spending all our time fighting and tearing each other's hair out and clawing each other's eyes, or we could be spending our time caring for each other, can't we? Yeah? It's pretty simple, isn't it?
How do you feel about the troops coming out of Iraq and the Trident replacement?
I think the British troops have got to come out of Iraq. British troops are part of the thing that exacerbates the violence. They are part of the incitement of violence because people see it as an occupation. And actually, if that's the case, get them out of harm's way.
Protests like this do have an impact. They really do. From the people in Palestine who see this and see the Palestinian flags flying, it really gives them confidence to governments and politicians, because most politicians are democratically elected. And those people put the politicians into power. So yes, it does have an impact, very much so.
If you oppose the war, then why haven't you challenged or quit the Labour Party?
I haven't quit the Labour Party because I think I represent the Labour Party more than some of our leaders at the moment. The Labour Party has tens of thousands of members, and I'm equally have a right to have a view as Tony Blair does. He only has one vote in the Labour Party, just as I only have one vote. And there are many, many, many who people feel like me. And if more people would join the Labour Party, we could stop this war.
Do you think people in power actually listen to the general public?
Eventually they do. There comes a critical point when they cannot afford to ignore it. And that critical point is what we're trying to achieve.
Well, Islam Channel stands for justice, stands for peace, and for better understanding between cultures, building bridges between faiths and communities. Yeah, we stand for that.
What do you think demonstrations like this can achieve?
Demonstrations can achieve a lot because it lets people know exactly what's going on and what's happening. And the government do know, and they can hear what we're doing. So the demonstrations are really important.
I'm here mainly because of Trident. I'm a peaceful person, and I just don't believe in making the world a more dangerous place. But also, I do believe, we should get the troops out of Iraq. It's a war that we can't win. It's an illegal war. It's an occupation, and I think, I feel really sorry for people who are in the army and have to go and fight for, something that's, basically finishing Daddy's war that, he started, in the Gulf War. So.
You say you've been marching for quite a long time, and there have been numerous demos. Why do you think we're not? Well, it appears they're not actually listening to us. Do you think they are actually listening?
Well, they're not listening to us, but we don't have any choice but to keep on shouting, because otherwise we become complicit in their crimes. There's no point in saying that it's not in my name unless you can demonstrate that you did something in your name to try and stop it.